Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We're talking with Laura Farmer and Julie Good with CASA. Thank you, ladies, for coming in so early this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I know you have an event coming up, and we're going to get to that. But first, let's tell people what your mission is.
Sure. So CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And what we do is we recruit community volunteers, and we match them with a child in foster care to visit that child twice a month, go to important meetings on behalf of that kiddo, go to court hearings, and advocate for that child's best interest. So CASAs are really important to our kids in foster care because every kid needs a caring, consistent adult in their lives to advocate on behalf of them. And so that's what our CASAs do.
So this is not a foster parent.
Correct.
Yes. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think people might get confused with that. So just specify the difference one more time. This is the court-appointed
special advocates. So a CASA is someone who visits the child regularly, kind of acts as a mentor, if you will, but then advocates for the best interest of that child, whether it's to stay in that foster home, whether it's to go home with their biological family, whether it's special tutoring services for school so that they can thrive in the school system. Whatever that child needs, that CASA is going to be there for that kiddo, no matter if that child is placed in that foster home with their grandparents. Wherever that child goes, that CASA is going to follow them. Whereas a foster parent provides 24/7 care and housing for the child in foster care. So that CASA is going to go visit them at the foster home and that kind of thing and work with the foster parents or the relative parents that are caring for the kiddo.
Can anybody do that, or do they have to go through a specific, background check and that sort of thing?
Training?
And training?
Yes. We have a 30-hour training, so they do have to commit to training. We also do extensive background checks. We do references. We have an interview process. So if someone's interested in being a CASA, they would just need to connect with our office by calling us or going to our website to learn more. We have informational meetings every month on the first Tuesday of every month at noon and at 5:30, so they can come and learn more. But then they would need to fill out an application, and we just start the process from there.
Okay,
I love it. And I know you have a great, well, your name is CASA, and you have a great event called Casablanca.
Yes.
Julie, which I love. And you need to raise funds, of course. So tell us about Casablanca.
You bet. We definitely need to raise funds, and it's a great event. We are very blessed this year that Bobby Allison has come in as our presenting sponsor. Our event is on Friday, September 13th at the Old Glass Place, which is a beautiful facility. We'll have a great dinner and a program. You'll get to hear from some of our foster parents who have worked with our CASA volunteers about the stories of how they've helped the children we serve. We'll also have some live entertainment by the Queen City Blue Jays, a silent auction, which we're still looking for silent auction items. And then we're going to have a lot of fun at our great casino after party. So it'll be a fun event. The event has grown each year. This year we're anticipating 250, 300 guests.
Wow. That's great.
That's amazing.
And I love that venue. It's just beautiful.
It is.
They've revamped it, and it's just wonderful.
So the funds you raise for the fundraiser, how does that help CASA?
Well, it takes about a little over $1,000 to recruit and train a volunteer, but each one of those volunteers then can turn around and serve 1 to 5 children. So the funds that we raise, I'll go back into our program to help us get out and serve as many of the children in foster care in Greene and Christian County as we can.
And are you looking for more volunteers?
We're always looking for volunteers. So right now in Greene and Christian counties alone, there are 750 kids in foster care. Wow. And right now we're serving about 35% of those kids. And so our goal is to serve 100% of those kids. We have grown over the past 2 years, but of course we're always looking for more volunteers. We have training starting in September, we have training starting in November, so there are ample opportunities to get involved. If somebody hears this and they feel really called to get involved, they just need to call us and we'll plug them right in.
Or what would be the time commitment? Let's say somebody wants to volunteer, but they're thinking, oh, maybe I don't have the time. What is the time commitment?
Well, actually, most of our volunteers work full-time. And so it can fit into their schedules. It's a pretty flexible volunteer opportunity. Typically, an average volunteer may give 5 hours to 10 hours a month, depending on what's going on in their life.
That's not much.
That's not much.
So think about this. You're visiting the child in foster care twice a month. So those visits maybe last about an hour. So you do have to travel to the foster home to see them. You visit with them. You play games with them. You just get them talking about what's going on. You become their friend. And then once a month they have a meeting. Court is typically every 3 months to every 6 months. So really it just depends on what's happening during that time frame with the case.
But that little bit of time makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this program is life-changing for our kids that have CASAs. They do better in school. They do better in their foster home. They have more stability. They actually get out of foster care more quickly because somebody is really paying attention to their case and advocating
And helping
for
them.
them.
Yes, absolutely. Julie, one more time, tell us about the event.
You bet. Friday, September 13th at the Old Glass Place, Casablanca. We're going to have a lot of fun, play some casino games, and raise money to serve the children.
What time does it start?
It'll start at 5:30.
5:30.
5:30.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right. Thank you both so much.
All right, don't go anywhere. Coming up, we're going to play one of our favorite games, Got You Covered.
Oh, yeah.
Ozarks Fox AM will be right back.